Hey, what's up, guys? YouTube. I'm actually pretty freaking annoyed right now with this whole COVID booster stuff because I just got suspended the other day because I haven't had my booster. So I told them, I said, hey, can I just swab twice a week like the people that are non vaccinated? Because, here in California, you need to have it's mandated that every healthcare worker have their vaccination and their booster. And they're like, no, it's state mandate. You need to have your booster unless you file an exemption and you're not vaccinated, then you can swab twice a week. And I said, well, I'm vaccinated. I've never gotten sick. I've gone through three COVID surges, people coughing on my face with COVID, never caught it. I said, I don't want to take the booster. They said, well, you have no choice. I said, can I file an exemption? He goes, you can't, because how would you file an exemption if you've already been vaccinated? So I said, well, what are my other choices? They said, you have no other choice. You need to have your booster. And this freaking annoyed me because now it's taking away my choice, right? Like, I have no choice. What the? Like, I was so freaking annoyed. Like, I get the pharmaceuticals probably has a strong lobby. They probably donated to freaking Joe Biden, and Joe Biden won. Now he just got to do his part. But come on, dude. Even the flu vaccine, you have a choice to not get it. Look, if I don't get the booster and I catch COVID, then it's my fault. You know? Like, what the hell is this? Last year, September 30th was the last deadline that nurses and healthcare workers need to have their vaccination by, or else they're done. They can't have a job, right? That was September 30th. COVID surge came up in December, and they're like, oh, if you test positive for COVID, just work. What the hell? And now they're like, oh, you need to have your booster. And then I have a friend who's vaccinated, caught COVID back in January, and they're still making him get his booster. But the science shows if you've been if you've been infected, you actually have a higher immunity than a vaccination. I mean, the most potent immunity is an infection. They told him, no, you have 90 days from the day you tested positive for COVID to defer the booster. After that, you gotta have a booster to work. Now they're already rolling out a second booster. That's a fourth shot for people 50 and over, young people with like some disease, and I think 18 to 49 if you had a Johnson Johnson and a first booster. But this is not going to stop, man. This is not going to stop. I am one of like 4 or 5 people in my unit who never caught COVID. And when I try to tell people, they freaking like just laugh at me. So they're like, dude, how do you not catch COVID? Because I work in an emergency room right now. And during the surge, oh my God. I mean, I've had COVID patients. They were coughing on my face. I don't know. Everybody had COVID at that time. I never caught it. The only time I got sick was when I got my second shot of vaccination. Now I got my freaking booster the other day and I feel kind of like crap. This is the only time I feel like crap. Let me tell you, this is how to not get COVID, okay? You've got to take care of yourself. You got to take care of your own health. You got to take responsibility for yourself. Nobody's going to look out for you, man. If you keep looking for the government to like save you, forget it. This is what you do. When I was young, my mom always told me this. Every time I got sick, you either skipped a meal, like you didn't. When I was young, my mom, we're from overseas. There's no such thing as like clean eating and stuff like that. But my mom would always say, you have your breakfast, lunch, dinner. Never skip a meal. So every time I got sick, my mom would always tell me, did you skip a meal? No. Did you drink enough water? And if that was a yes, and the third one, did you get enough rest? Those are the 3 things. Basic thing. Don't skip a meal. Eat good. Eat nutritious. Drink a lot of water. And get enough rest. Get enough sleep at night. A lot of people get sick because their body is worn out. They don't eat right. They eat all these junk food. And then the body just breaks down. And they can't fight. They can't fight infections. So, my coworker would ask me like, dude, it's been like 2 years. You never caught COVID? I said, nah, I never caught COVID. They're like, how? I said, look, I try to eat right. I try not to skip a meal. I try to drink a lot of water. And I try to sleep as much as I can. Like at night, I try to get at least 7 hours of sleep. And I exercise like twice a week. I stay active. And I take my vitamins. That's it, man. And then I wear my N95 at work. I never got COVID. Never got it once. I got sick last December because my wife caught it from her coworker. But I was only like, I had like a runny nose and a little bit of sore throat for 2 days, but I tested negative for COVID. After 2 days, I started feeling it on a Sunday. By Wednesday, I was good. I was like, boom, I was back on my feet. No big deal. But I don't even remember the last time I got sick. I'm telling you, not to brag or anything, it's probably been like 5 or 6 years since I've gotten sick. The last time I remember I got sick, I used to work in the ER. It was like maybe 2015, 2016, and it was like a huge flu season. It was like in January. I remember I was in triage. I never wore a mask. And some little kid came in for coughing. He was just screaming and coughing on my face. And then I didn't get enough sleep. I was tired. I don't know what I was doing. I just remember my body was run down and I didn't get enough sleep. And like a day later, I got sick. Other than that, I don't remember the last time I got sick. As far as like, the cold, the flu and stuff like that. But that's it, man. Like, I'm just freaking annoyed that they're making us do boosters. Like, I don't need a freaking booster. I have coworkers that are like, dude, you need to get it. What if you catch COVID? I'm like, dude, I'll take my chances. Like, I'm taking responsibility for my own health. Some people would say, oh, yeah, but you need the vaccine. I don't need that stuff, man. 2 years, I never caught it. I got the vaccination because I was just like, oh, all right. And then after the vaccination, they're like, oh, after 6 months, you need a booster. I'm like, man, something's fishy here. So I got the Moderna. And they're like, after 6 months, you got to get a booster because it goes down 60%. I said, okay. If it, like, once you get the vaccination, you're like 95, 96% boosted, right? So after 6 months, you're down to 60-something percent, 60%. So I figured after a year, you're down to 30%, right? So now, a little over a year later, I got my booster. So what am I up to now? Like 50, 60%? I don't need it. I don't get sick. Like if you drink soda every day and you eat McDonald's, fast food, you don't watch what you eat, you don't eat nutritious, and you don't get enough sleep, you're always tired, you're always run down, yeah, get the booster, get the vaccine, get it. And you don't exercise, get it. But man, for them to mandate it, it's really starting to like annoy the crap out of me. We'll see. If they make us do a second booster, a 4-shot, I'm gonna work till they freaking suspend me. I don't know, I might just have to quit because, I'm not with it, man. I'm not with it. But for those of you, if you have, I'm not giving any medical advice, disclaimer. I'm just telling you, we got to go back to the basics. Eat right, drink a lot of water, sleep a lot. Not a lot, but get enough rest. 7 to 9 hours of sleep a day. If you can just focus on those 3, you're good. If you can't focus on those 3, where's your self-discipline? This is your body. You're stuck with your body for the rest of your life. If you don't take care of it, man. Now, once you get those down, eat right, drink a lot of water, get enough sleep, get enough rest. Now you can add exercise, walk around the block, get some physical activity. 4 things you got to do. Weight training. Now, I'm not talking about bodybuilding. You got to work out your muscles. As you get older, your bone starts withering away. It gets weaker. So, to keep a strong bone, you got to do weightlifting. So do some weights, do some cardio, running, jogging, biking, whatever. You need flexibility, do stretches, because as you get older, you want to stay flexible. Like my man, Tom Brady, he doesn't even do a lot of weight, but he focuses a lot on flexibility. And 4th, balance. Got to work on your balance. Yoga is a good one. They do a lot of stretches and balances. So you got to do weights, cardio, flexibility, stretching and flexibility, and balance. Those are the 4 exercises you should do as you get older. Because, you don't want to be like 50, 60 years old and be prone to falls. And that's it, man. Yeah. See you later. I'm out.